my channel, you know what it is. We're doing a check-in. Since it is May, of course, I could not come on and do a mental health topic since May is Mental Health Awareness Month. So I decided I'd go ahead and put my glasses on so I can look real studious. Look like I know what I'm talking about, right? But if you do like these glasses, you know, go ahead and click the link in the description box and get you a pair from Firmo. I believe they're having like a BOGO sale right now. They always have glasses for like $13 and stuff like that. So go check out their frames. I love these. They do have my prescription in them. And yeah, go do your little shopping. Go ahead and shop. So anywho, as you see in the description, this video is for anyone who has a significant other or family or friend that's dealing with postpartum depression and you're like maybe looking for a little guidance. I can help you out. This brings me to my disclaimer. If you are having severe symptoms with postpartum depression, if you guys are noticing that she's crying every day, having suicidal thoughts, irrational thoughts, maybe wanting to hurt the child, you definitely want to seek help with the professional. You know, call someone for her. By all means, do not let those things grow bigger because they can. Don't ignore it. It's something way more than this video can help with. And so make sure you get her the proper care she needs if you're noticing that these things are really severe. Maybe you are pregnant and you just want to know about postpartum depression yourself. This video will definitely give you some insight on what to expect. I was one of those moms who did not think she would get postpartum depression because, of course, they say not every woman gets it. I thought I was going to be that not every woman. Because, of course, it's like if you have a history of depression, you're more likely to have postpartum depression. And since I didn't really seem like I had a history of it, I was like, no. And then, of course, I think I had a complete ignorance as to what postpartum depression was. Even though I went to school, got a master's in counseling, I still didn't really understand the science behind it. We're not going to get into all of that today. Once I went through it, I was definitely able to see what postpartum means, what are some treatments for it, how can you support someone with postpartum depression. So that's definitely what this video is going to be about, because maybe you are just at your ends with that person, or you're probably just very confused, not sure why they're crying all the time, not sure why you're getting yelled at, probably really feeling defeated. So I wish somebody would have came to my husband when I was dealing with my postpartum depression, because he had no idea. You know, I didn't know what I was going through. He didn't know what I was going through. So, of course, he didn't know how to support me through that. And so, had we known this, I think that it would have made that newborn stage a lot easier. It can be really hard on a marriage when you have a new baby. The reason why I wanted to do this video, because of course divorce rate goes up after a child, and I couldn't help but wonder, like, how much of that is due to, you know, postpartum depression. So I figured I'd just do this video. You know, God laid it on my heart one day when I was in the shower. I'm like, really, God? You want me to talk about that? But okay. So these are the ways that you can support someone with postpartum depression. So number one, give her time. Now, when I say give her time, that definitely is a general statement, but it's so specific. Understand that 9 months or however long, you know, the mom was carrying a baby, you are going through a transformation And at the end of that transformation, you really are looking like, what just happened? And I can recall for me, after I had my twins, a couple of days after, I remember looking in the mirror and I couldn't recognize myself. Like, I was just like walking by, going to the bathroom, and I passed by a mirror, and I was really like I had to really adjust to not only who I was mentally now, but now who I was physically. I did not recognize myself. My skin was different. My hair was different. My, you know, just my whole appearance. I did not recognize this girl. And so, of course, I've always been fit-ish. And after seeing myself, accepting my body as a pregnant woman, it took a while for me to accept the post body, you know, after having it. It was just like, whoa, you know, who are you? Are you gonna go back to the Stephanie before, like 9 months ago? And so all of that is going on in her head. You have that physical aspect of she's trying to adjust, like, okay, this is my new body, all right. And then you have that mental aspect of, I am now a mom. Or maybe this isn't your first go around and it's, okay, I'm now a mom of 2, or I'm now a mom of 3. And that's a whole adjustment within itself, because routines are gonna change. You've never been a mom of 2, or you've never been a mom of 3. So you're having to adjust to a new life, and that doesn't happen in a day. It doesn't happen in a week. You're having to really just understand, okay, this is what I need to do, and you're probably trying to figure out your new routine. Give her time to adjust emotionally. Now, the emotional part, that's where the science comes in. You have to understand that her hormones are trying to balance themselves back out. You know, the crying and the anger, the things that she can't even comprehend are gonna happen, and you can't take it personal. You just kind of gotta roll with it and understand that it's just her body trying to adjust, trying to get back to normal. It takes a minute. So, you know, if she needs to cry, if she needs to release, let her do that. Just don't judge during that time. Number 2, the next best thing that you can do to support a mother going through postpartum depression is reassurance. Affirmations, affirmations, affirmations. Men, this is your time to really up your compliment game, okay? I need you to be on 10 with the compliments. You know, she stepped out the shower, you, woo! Woo! You really have to boost her back up. You're gonna have to really build her. Now, understand that this is a woman that's going through postpartum depression. Not every woman goes through this after a pregnancy, but if you're going through postpartum depression, you probably are having some body image issues. The best thing for that is to reassure her that she looks great. You know, reassure her, even on the other end, that she's doing a great job as a mother. Those things can counteract what's going on in her head, because she's also tired and probably confused about a lot of things. So if you come in with those compliments, with the reassurance, with the affirmations, you can really help improve a lot of things that's going on and strengthen her back up. You know, she's gonna be very critical of herself. So make sure that when she go low, you go high. Like Michelle Obama say, you're gonna have to just counteract that with the compliments, you know, with the encouragement that she's doing a great job. Number 3, I've already touched on it a little bit in here, but don't criticize. This is not the period to criticize about anything. Do not critique her on how she's making the bottle. Don't critique her on how often she's going to the gym or her food. If her recipes have changed up since motherhood, this ain't the time to bring it up. you definitely want to refrain from, you know, any type of critiques or criticizing a mom who's going through postpartum depression, because they're going to be extra sensitive. You know, they're already questioning themselves. And so if you come in with any type of critiques about how they're doing things, you can possibly do some real damage to their mental health. So you just really want to be careful with your words, the stuff you're saying. If it's something that has to be addressed, put it on the list of things to do months and months away when you feel like she's out of that. Probably refrain from it at that moment. Number 4, this takes a very mature individual to do. But number 4 is really important. Me and my friend, we actually vented about it. It's one of those things where you don't know you need until after you came out of the postpartum. Number 4 is basically, you know, take responsibility from that person. Meaning, probably don't ask. You know, don't ask, is there anything I can do for you? Go ahead and do it. If the baby needs a bottle, go make the bottles. If you know all the information, if you know what needs to be done, go ahead and do it. Take the responsibility of a day from her. Don't let her cancel plans with her friends. Don't let her miss her nail appointment if that's something that she was once doing. The trick to it is really to get her back into her old self. You know, help her find herself again. And if that is going to the gym in the morning and going to eat brunch with friends every 5th day of the month, try to help her get back into that routine. And the way you do that is by making sure you take that responsibility from her of motherhood for a little bit so that she doesn't feel guilty about it. One of those horrible things about postpartum depression is that you feel guilty about the simplest things. It's not a logical emotion, but you feel guilty about, you know, wanting to have a moment away from your child, or you feel guilty about wanting to get your hair done, which takes 3 hours or something like that. And it's okay, you know. You have to reassure her, like, hey, it's okay if you want to leave the house to go do those things, but the best thing that you can do is just take that responsibility from her by saying, you know what, Saturday, I've already arranged, you know, I'm gonna take care of the child, and you are gonna get your nails done. Nope, you can't say no. I already got you booked with Jason. I know you really like Jason because you talk about how he make your nails thick and they curve the way you like them. So I already got Jason on it. If you just take the initiative to get her out the house, like that one little bit can really just, okay, you know, maybe this can work. Just clearing up her mind, clearing up her day. The reason you want to take the responsibility is because what tends to happen as a new mom or just after giving birth is you get into autopilot. And in autopilot, you know, you're focused on everything that you need to do as a new mom, or even with your other titles as a full-time employee, a wife, and you're just focused on doing those things and you forget about yourself. That contributes to postpartum depression. So, friend, husband, boyfriend, significant other, whatever you are, you have to go in and take that responsibility by saying, hey, I'm going to take care of the baby on this day. You go ahead and you go to the gym, go to that spin cycle class I know you like, and don't accept no. If you know this person really well, and depending on the stage of their postpartum, how sensitive they are, how much enraged, I guess you can say, they are, try not to take no. Some moms mean, I would have been very resistant of that, but eventually it would have been one of those things to where it's like, I needed that, you know, once you actually got me at the house. And here's an example. My best friend was in the process of getting married at the time, like, and this was literally probably the same week after me giving birth. and we had arranged to go cake tasting. And as the maid of honor, you know, I had already missed out on so much because I was pregnant with pneumonia, and I didn't want to miss out on another moment. So even though it was really hard and I wanted to cancel and I wanted to say, girl, I ain't gonna be able to do it because my twin's like 4 days old. No, my husband, he reassured me, I got it, go. My parents, they, you know, we got this, go. And it felt good to get out the house. Like, I remember like just kind of riding in the car and just like, oh, it's fall. The trees are starting to turn. Like, I had completely missed what was going on around me. And so, and of course, you know, she wasn't too much like, oh, girl, you can cancel or nothing like that. It's like, no, girl, I'm getting married, so we got some stuff to do. So come on, grab your nursing kit and come on. And that was great, you know, because had I been given the option, I probably would have took, no, like, I can't go. So that's why I say take the responsibility. Don't, if you can, refrain from asking. Don't. Just say, this is what you're going to do, and this is how I'm going to support you in doing it. Sometimes what people tend to do is they go on about their merry way, and, you know, like with my husband, I started feeling like his life didn't stop. Now, don't get me wrong, my husband was so hands-on, even in the hospital. Like, I still look back and I'm just like, he took care of everything. But a part of me felt like he had a lot more freedom than me because I was the one breastfeeding. And then, of course, I just had that mom thing of, I felt like I was the only one that could do it right. And so, you know, he was going to the gym, able to go to work and have his time away, taking naps on his lunch break, you know, and I started to, I guess, get jealous of that and envious of that. And it's nothing but the postpartum depression. You start thinking irrationally about a lot of stuff. That's why you have to kind of, I guess, share that. You want to make sure you are sharing those same sentiments with that person by saying, hey, you know what, today you're going to go to the gym and I'm going to take care of the baby. I got, you know, such and such coming over to help me, and I've already canceled everything. Just really show that you've already got the plan in motion for her to go take care of herself. Number 5. All right, let's get to it. Now, number 5 really takes some maturity, but you just got to be able to diffuse situations. Be ready to diffuse an argument that may be brewing up inside of her. With that being said, you know, try not to take anything personal during this time. She may be critical of you. She may feel that, you know, you're not doing something to her liking, or that you are not supporting her. Just try to, you know, back off. Don't go toe-to-toe. Don't, you know, have a rebuttal for everything. Understand that it's not how she really feels. Everything is just extremely sensitive right now. Because if you try to go toe-to-toe at this time, you're not going to win. It's just going to be a bunch of tears, wiping, and anger. And you don't want to engage in that. Don't fall for it. Back off and say, all right, I understand. What do you need me to do in order to correct that? She may be very critical of you, the things you're doing, how you're doing it. Just accept it. Don't try to go toe-to-toe with her. Don't say, well, hell, you don't do it any better. This is not the time to do that. She will be critical. She will be snappy. You know, understand that it's just all a part of that emotion. And just diffuse it. Be the bigger person. Walk away. You know, say, all right, if that's what I need to do, you know, if that's what's going to make you feel better to support you, I will do that. And number 6, the most important part, stay focused. Whoever you are in this person's life, they're going to need you. And so just stay focused on the task at hand, which is raising this new little human being and welcoming them into the world in a loving environment. Raise them up to see, you know, what you want them to be a part of, and just try to make sure that you don't let those negative things come in to affect your relationship with that person. Things are not going to be the same. Okay, I'm gonna let you know that now. It's not gonna be the same. Who she is as a mom may be completely different than who she was as a girlfriend, or just a wife, or just a best friend. She's gonna change a little bit. Her perspective may be a little different. Not too much, but you know, if you can, just support it and don't be resentful of it. Stay focused and be there for this new little beautiful baby, or babies in my case. Because postpartum can be very difficult. But that is it. That's all I got for you guys with this check-in. Hope you all enjoyed it. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Hit the bell button. What else y'all need to hit? It's so much you gotta hit with YouTube so I can make sure I come up on y'all feed. But I want you to be a part of my squad. I want you to be a part of these check-ins. May is Mental Health Awareness Month. My phone is going off like crazy. Emails. But don't forget to check in on yourself, because that is important. And I will check in on you guys in the next video. Bye.